Hi guys, as you can see from the title of this video, it's not a very happy video. This happened last Thursday, but it's Tuesday now, so I've calmed down a little bit. But I'm gonna do a bit of a rant, and but even though I rant, I don't like to be someone who complains and doesn't solve their problems. So I've also bought this just to solve this issue. Hopefully it'll do other things for me as well. But let's get straight into it and talk about my issue that I've had with BMW Sytner Newport. I haven't written any script for this, but we're just gonna send it. So basically, as you guys know, I did the BMW X2 review, and that was a courtesy car from BMW Sytner Newport. I had to pay for it. I don't have to rely on people, so you know, I paid for it to get there and back, so I can just do my own thing when I need to. Dropped it off, and the main thing I dropped it off there for is for the oil leak. There's a very minor oil leak, and I wanted to know where it's coming from because my garage told me it was coming from possibly the rocker cover gasket and the timing chain cover. So I just wanted to double sort of verify that. You know, I thought I'd take it to BMW because, you know, main dealership garage is supposed to know what they're doing, I guess. But yeah, so I took it to BMW. Told them that's the main issue. I also said, look, the right window doesn't go all the way down. Can you take a look at that, please? Just so I can get a quote to see what they would charge me to fix that. So anyway, I've got my car back, and I'll show you in the video at some point. I'll maybe go outside after I just do this take. And the right speaker does not work, and the right floodlight or under the door does not work. And I installed the new floodlight myself, so I know that was working for sure, and I have video evidence but that prior to them having the car, the speakers were working. I don't mean like the day before, an hour before I took it to them, but I mean like a month ago and so, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't broken then because I mean I noticed it straight away because obviously you've got surround sound, right? So if you've got sound coming from here and not here, you kind of think something's off, and that's when I realised I kind of put some music on when something doesn't sound right. So I then realised, you know, it's not working. Took it back to them last Thursday and said, look, you guys, when you took the door card off, you must have not connected some stuff up because the speaker's not working. So they had a look, and they came back to me and they phoned me at 12 p.m-ish. I went, yeah, so your speaker's not working and we can verify that, and neither is your floodlight. And I went, yeah, of course you can. All you gotta do is turn on the radio. And they then proceeded to say that if it wasn't their fault, they were gonna charge me £380. £380 if they think it's not their fault that the speakers are not working. So I said to them, look, that's just for the investigation and diagnosis. That's not even fixing the issue. Investigation and diagnosis. So I said to them, look, I know it was working before. If you take the door card off and fix the light, because that's the same amount of work anyway, and look at the speaker, then even if it was broken, you know, because I don't know what they're gonna say, then at least you fixed the light. You shouldn't charge me for taking the door card off and investigating it. And they went, oh no, that's not how it works, blah blah. And I just try to make them understand that it requires the same amount of time and effort to take the door card off to fix the floodlight, and then just looking at the connectors into the speaker. That's the same amount of time. But hey, the guy wasn't listening to me. He kept saying all this investigation, diagnosis, and this, that, and he kept asking. The most annoying thing was he kept asking me, what do you want me to do? And I told him exactly what I wanted him to do. But he kept saying to me on the phone that, oh, you know, he kept kind of diverting the conversation to the £380, the investigation, diagnosis, and all this other stuff. He didn't say no to me once that we can't do that. I was happy for him to say, no, we can't do that. It's going to cost money, fair enough. So at the end of all that, after trying to explain to this idiot that, like, you know, how it works, it's just a connector. I just said, look, give the car back to me, I'll take it back. And even when I went to pick up the car, you know, and I actually, you know, so the worst thing about this is that I lost time doing this. I took it to them for one issue. They never found that issue. I got my car back more faulty than I gave it to them with. I then had to take time out of my mum's day to go in for her to drop me off and drop the car off and pick it back up. And then on top of that, when I got there, the guy had the audacity to say to me, I will not charge you the £50 for consultation. And I was like, bro, you broke my car, bro. Like, you made more damage than it came in, and you're telling me you're not going to charge me. Honestly, these guys are just stupid. And, you know, I would go and complain to BMW head office by writing a complaint or whatever, but I highly doubt they're going to do anything. It's not their car, it's not their problem. They may say they apologise, but that's not going to do anything for me, so I'm going to fix it myself. I'm going to make a point. I bought this just to fix it myself, and I'm going to show you guys how they could have scammed me of £380 possibly, because after they opened up the door card, they could have just said, oh, it's broke. They could have tampered with it and said, oh, it's broken. I didn't trust them because they haven't earned my trust. They haven't gained my trust from the experience I've had with them. So, and yeah, sure, when I said to them, look, you guys could tamper with it, they said, oh, we're not like that, we're a professional garage. Well, if you were a professional garage, you would have sorted out my problem that I gave to you. You would have said, look, we have apprentices, someone might have not connected something back of the car, we'll take a look. If the speaker is broken, then we're going to have to, you know, do an investigation diagnosis. We'll charge you if you want us to look at that. Whereas if there's the connectors that aren't plugged up, we'll fix it together, we'll give it back to you, but we won't charge you anything additionally. That's kind of what I wanted to hear from them. But that's not what I got, and now we're here. So hopefully the next part goes well. I've never done this before. I'm going to take the door card off, I'm going to look at all the connections, and I'm going to make sure you guys see the issue now. So obviously I'll play some music in the car, I'll show you the front light working on one side, not the other side, and then I'll probably do a time lapse, fix it, and then we'll go from there. But rant over, guys. Yeah, let's take this out and just turn it to a W. Hey guys, so this is actually the same time I just got out, and we're having a look at the issues. So it is actually daytime in my room. I just have the blinds down. I'm just doing this in my lunchtime of work, so we're gonna go ahead and right. So I'm gonna show you the audio not working and the floodlight. So let's entertainment. Just, get some radio one on or something quickly. Oh. Right, so if I put the best way to do this is if I put it over there, then you can hear that side, and then I'll put it over here and you won't be able to hear the music as well. So yeah, it's pretty obvious that's not working. Music from that side, not from this side. And then the other thing is the floodlight. So don't know if it's, obviously you're not going to be able to see anything here. Somewhere under there's a light and it's not working. Yes, I'll take my word for it. And then obviously on the other side, I should be able to get it on my hand. Oh, there we go, right there. So that's what it's supposed to be, and on the other side doesn't work. So I'm going to have to turn the car around so that the pavement's on this side, and I'll take the door card off and we'll get started. Just for the record, I'm not a mechanic, I don't know what I'm doing. We're going to try and save £380. Matt Armstrong, you inspired me. Don't know what I'm doing. I watched a YouTube video first. Just open this up. I'm just going to try and navigate this. Right there you can see that pin connector hasn't been connected. We've got one wire bouncing around here, no idea what that's for. And the green one, we're going to just check all the connections around here. I'm going to give it a go and let's see if the speakers work. Okay, we're back, and that took hella long. It's 2:15, my lunch break's over. I managed to get the door on. I had so many issues. So yeah, there's a lot of things actually behind this door card that I need to fix. All the points that plug in are basically broken when I took it off. And yeah, so ready? Got the light working. Speaker wise, so this over here was working, and now this is working too. Now, to be honest, I'm never sure if this speaker in the door ever worked. But the bottom one did, and that's why I didn't want to send it to BMW, because at the end of the day, if BMW said that, oh, actually that one speaker wasn't working, and maybe it wasn't, like I said, I didn't actually pay attention to that small one, then they could have charged me all that money. But for an hour of my time, I managed to get it fixed. So there's only one small mishap though. I managed to mess up that thing, and that thing is annoying. So forget it. At one point I couldn't open the door, but everything's working. So I'm happy with that. That's me kind of done, to be honest. As long as that bass one's speaking, that's all I cared about. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And now there we go, £380 saved, just like that. Just like that. Thanks BMW Sytner Newport, you're useless.